where it say, but look, I have made you as obstinate and hard-headed as they are. So he's telling them, like, I've made you as hard-headed as they are. But to preach, like, hard-headed to preach the word, like, a lot of people, and I love hearing that, like, man, bro, you're so persistent and you're so, like, I'm like, oh, I'm just hard-headed to, like, you know, to preach to you. And it says, but look, I have made you as obstinate and hard-headed as they are. I have made your forehead as hard as the hardest rock. So don't be afraid of them or fear their angry looks, even though they are rebels. Like, in other words, he's saying not as hard-headed as they are, but even more. Like, so as persistent as they are to not listen, I'm gonna make you even more persistent to preach to them. So that was kind of like, the Lord telling Ezekiel, like, and us to just be, going back to Second Timothy chapter 3, telling Timothy, he was like, you know how much persecution and suffering I have endured. You know all about how I persecuted in Antioch, Iconium, and Lystra, but the Lord rescued me from all of it. Yes, and everyone who wants to live a godly life in Christ Jesus will suffer persecution. Like, there's no ifs and buts. But that's awesome. That's a confirmation that you are living a life in Christ Jesus, right? So when I suffer persecution for preaching Jesus, for being a Christian, and I a lot of times we're like, man, well, I just want to love you, man, but all you want to do in return is hate. But that's a confirmation that you're in the right path, right? So don't get discouraged when that happens, because it will happen. But evil people and imposters will flourish. You're gonna start seeing people, evil intentions, bad intentions, and they're gonna succeed. Like, and you're like, why am I getting persecuted? And everything's going their way. All right? They will deceive others and will themselves be deceived. So I've always said this. There's one way you know you're walking with Jesus, is that you're getting persecuted like Jesus was. Mm-hmm. I'd rather suffer in this world for however many years God has given me to preach His word, and just have that peace of mind that I'm good in eternity.